Good morning and welcome back to Set the Tone Pilates. My name is Taylor and I will be your instructor today. I am about to start my training block for an upcoming marathon with my husband and have been really trying to figure out ways to make sure that I am incorporating my Pilates practice in this marathon block for training and for recovery and also for strengthening. So much of running is done from our core, and our core that supports us while we run, supports our low back, our hamstrings, our glutes, full body exercise and full body work. So really important to focus on all parts top down. We're going to be doing a little bit of a warm up slash a cool down, depending on when you use it, in order to set yourself up for success in your running journey. So let's go ahead and get started. You're going to start off lying flat on your mat. Eyes are up toward your ceiling here or toward the sky. I'm outside. It's a beautiful day in sunny California. From here, you're just going to start with connecting to your breath. My favorite way to start every single class. Now, when you start to inhale, really be intentional about letting your belly fill first. I know sometimes when we breathe like this, when you're thinking about it and you're taking those deep breaths, it's really easy to let your chest start to fill up. But your chest is the last part that you want to fill. You want to fill up from the bottom up. So let your belly fill up. And I like to think of like any of the reserve left air, anything that's left is when my chest starts to expand. And then slowly start to close your chest, blowing out the air like you're blowing through a straw, really allowing your shoulders to just melt into the mat right here. You've got 2 more big deep inhales. Last one. Okay, from here, you inhale, lift your knees to tabletop. Knees are stacked over hips. You're going to inhale, lift your arms up overhead. So a little bit of a reverse bird dog. You're going to send your right arm out, left arm down, and then you're going to alternate. Send your left arm up, right arm out. Make sure you take that quick micro pause in the center. Before you switch. So starting off by lighting up your powerhouse. Always love to warm up your core, but so much of running, again, comes from having that strong, stable core in order to stabilize your spine. So if you ever complain of having a little back pain when you're running, a lot of times that is a signal to yourself. You got to strengthen your core, and that is totally okay. Ooh, feeling real nice here. You've got 2 more on both sides. You take this as slowly as you need to. Sometimes when you're moving arms and legs at the same time, it can be like, whoa, what do we have going on here? Make sure we're moving the right ones at the right time. All right. Last one. Last one. Now legs are going to come back to tabletop. Hold it here. You can take a second. Woo! My quads are already feeling nice and spicy from that. Take a moment, shake it out real quick. From here, you're going to inhale, lift your knees back up to tabletop. You're going to let your legs sink over to one side. Head, neck, and shoulders will twist the opposite direction. Or head, excuse me, and neck will twist the opposite direction. Shoulders are planted into your mat. Option here, if it feels better for you, feet can stay in contact with your mat the entire time. So keep your feet placed down. Still getting that nice stretch. You're going to bring it back to center, whether feet are on your mat or lifted. Inhale. Exhale, lower to your other side. And allow your eye gaze to twist away from your legs. A little bit of spinal twist, a little bit of rotation. Also an important range of motion when running. Oof, such a nice deep stretch as well. You bring this back to center. So you're going to take these twists 3 times on each side at your own pace here. So continue to send it over. I'm going to keep my feet planted. That feels good for me today. I woke up feeling a little stiff in my low back this morning. So much more of a common occurrence since having baby. I have to be a lot more intentional day to day with my movements, like when I'm picking her up and when I'm picking toys up off the ground and when I'm picking food off the ground after she eats. Because I think I am not, and I haven't been, and unfortunately when you're jerking and bending forward and stuff, you get to a certain age where your back starts to go. So it's important to incorporate these movements and keep Pilates in my daily practice, or I should say weekly practice. I'd love to think that I'm doing Pilates every day, but with a baby who's less than a year old, a full-time job, let's be real, I'm not doing Pilates every single day, but I do it when I can, and whenever I do, I automatically feel the benefits in my life and my body, in my mobility. Not about aesthetics, right? But about functionality. And I think I'm in a season of my life right now where that is what's most important to me is functional movement, being able to stay healthy in what I do every day. All right, I've been blabbing on. Let's keep it going. So from here, if your legs are still lifted, you're going to lower your legs back down to your mat. If your feet are there, you're already set. From here, we're going to take it up into a glute bridge. So take a big inhale. Exhale, you're going to scoop your pelvis under, keeping your core engaged. Lifting your hips off the mat into a shoulder bridge. Shoulders are melting into the mat. Just hold. Inhale, lift just 1 more inch. Beautiful job. And lower. You got 4 more of those here. Inhale, lift. And lower. Inhale, lift. And lower. Oh, love a glute bridge. Got 2 more. Last one, you're going to hold at the top and hold. Awesome. From here, you're going to open your feet just a little bit wider, about shoulder width distance. And you're going to come up on releve. So lift your heels off of your mat, both at the same time to start. Continuing to breathe, relax your neck. Make sure your shoulders are still melting into your mat. From here, you're going to lower both, and then we're going to go single leg releve. Single leg. So right heel lifts, and then left heel lifts. What's so good about this is so much of running, what folks don't realize is it is a single leg activity. You're running on both legs, but essentially you're jumping, hopping from leg to leg as you run. So being able to do unilateral work where you focus on just your left, just your right, so important to strengthen. Excellent work. You got 2 more on both sides. Lower body is lit up. Glutes and hamstrings. Hello. Good morning. Final one. Lower all the way down. Excellent work. Quick little shake. You're right back into it here. You're going to inhale, lift. Feet are going to come back a little closer together. And you've got marches. Glute bridge marches. So hold the bridge, but you're going to lift your knee toward your chest. Then lower. If this is not an option for you, just hold your bridge. Hold your bridge and make sure you are breathing. Lower back hold. Excellent work here. You're going to flip it over to your tabletop position. Take it to tabletop here. Oh, of course, our bug friends have come to join us. I guess I'm really in their home right? I'm outside hanging out. All right, y'all. From here, we are just going to hold our low and our high plank. That's it. Planks are a full body workout. So simple yet so effective and great for runners with stability and core. So you've got the option to take it on knees if you'd like. We're going to start on our forearms today. So forearms down. You're going to lift up and just hold. Plank minutes always feel like the longest minutes ever, but this is where you start to go to that happy place and focus. You're breathing, core is braced, glutes are braced, driving down through your forearms to create space from your chest to the mat. Excellent work. Option here to modify. You can take your knees softly down to the mat and just hold. Beautiful work. You've got 10 more seconds here. You can do anything for 5, 3, 2, 1. Excellent work. Come back to tabletop. Shake it out if you need to. Now this next one, if you have any wrist tenderness, just stay on your forearms for your second plank. If you are okay with your wrist, you're going to take it up to a high plank this time around. So palms are pressed underneath your shoulders for stability here. You've got your nice alignment. From here, you're going to extend both your legs and hold. Just continuing to breathe. Core is braced. Glutes are braced. Just holding. Excellent work here. Again, the option to take this down to your knees. Heels are lifted. You've got 10. Final 5, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. All right. Right back to your forearms. We've got 2 of each. So take this here and back up. So you're holding these for 30 seconds. That's the idea, right? Maybe you pause. You shake it out, grab your water, come back. Maybe you're like, 30 seconds, that's it? Let me go for another 30. I love it. Final 10. Final 5, 3, 2, 1. Excellent job. Take your knees down. You're going to pop it right back up. Final plank. It's a high plank, so hands press into the mat. Under shoulders, you're right there. Let's go. Just hold. Find a little bit right here. Honestly, if someone asked me if I could only pick one exercise to do every single day, that's full body, that's going to strengthen my core, my back, my upper, my lower, it would be a plank every time. Final 10. Whoa, I'm shaking. Final 5, 3, 2, 1. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Shoulders are lit up in that. All right, y'all. That's it. Another set of exercises, Pilates for runners. Pilates for anybody, right? But for my folks out there, whether you're training, maybe you're just an avid runner, it doesn't have to be a marathon. You could just be running for fun. Incorporating these Pilates exercises into your weekly workouts will not only help to strengthen your core, stabilize your spine, strengthen your hamstrings, those explosive lower body muscles we need to be able to jump and run. Then come back and hang out with me again. Videos drop every Wednesday and Saturday on my channel here, and you can follow me on TikTok and Instagram at Set the Tone Pilates. Thank you so much for joining me today. Remember, you set the tone, we move together. Have a good one.